Hey everyone. Interesting news. Read some interesting articles today that just made me think. And one of them was on Inman, and it involved the star of Selling Sunset, Jason Oppenheim, which is a mega agent, huge team doing like damn near half a billion in sales. Like awesome entrepreneur and business guy. Okay. He's quoted in Inman in an interview that they did of him saying that the real estate brokerage Compass is unfixable. What he means by that is he believes that the company is going to have major issues because they offered incredibly good commission splits to agents and they just can't afford it. And for those of you who don't know, if you're not a realtor watching this, commission splits are basically how much of the agent's check the agent gets to keep and how much their broker or brokerage is going to keep. So the splits were too good in his eyes to the tune of the agent keeping 80 to 90%. And he doesn't believe the brokerage Compass can survive on that number. And couple this with the amount of tech that they offer, and it's a lot flowing out, was his argument. Now, Compass is a relatively new brokerage founded in 2012. Their mission is, so to speak, is to provide an amazing high-tech brokerage for realtors with amazing commission splits, which is a worthy thing. I'm not bagging on that. They are very agent focused and have a lot of high-tech tools that they provide to their agents to make them more efficient, happier, productive, and more profitable, all of which are good things. This is not me bagging on any of this stuff. So disclaimer, I have nothing against Compass. I have nothing against Jason Oppenheim or anybody else associated with the story. I Googled a few stats on Compass. They are a publicly traded company, so I would expect that these numbers are fairly accurate. I apologize if any of them are slightly off. And so I'm just basically observing a few things. And here's my point. Why aren't any of these companies innovating to this level to let the public keep more of their money? Why is there such a huge emphasis on innovation? Like Compass lost well over $100 million last quarter. They're a publicly traded company, so they report these things. They lost 9+ figures last quarter because they are working so hard and innovating so hard from a technology standpoint to bring in these agents. And my point is that if these companies were more focused on making the public love them as opposed to the agent and making the public happy, then maybe they wouldn't have to spend so damn much money on tools and tech and training and really aggressive commission splits, because the public would actually want to do business with them and the public would seek them out, which means they could do a lot more deals a lot more easily. And for the record, our commission splits are very similar to Compass. Now, granted, Compass is tens of thousands of agents, and they're damn near $1 billion company, if not a $1 billion company. So I'm not saying we're the same thing, but our commission splits are basically the same as Compass, and we offer a lot to our agents too. And we're only charging 1% to list houses, and somehow we're making it. So maybe if these companies were more focused on making them happy and letting them keep more of their equity, the public, that it would work better. Compass, according to their site, claims to be the future of real estate and a tech company reinventing the real estate brokerage space. I'm not denying that. They might be. And Jason Oppenheim's point is they are all in for their agents, and it's too much so, in fact. And their agents are making a ton of money, and Compass isn't. Once again, might be true. That's his point of view. Jason may or may not be right, but what I know is when you are all in on the client and the public, business is easier. We have a very similar commission split to Compass once again, and we're making it work on a much lower margin than Compass makes, because we charge 1% to list homes, but how we're doing it is different. We are innovating for the public. We're innovating for the client, which makes it easier for our agents to do a lot more deals. And doing more deals is what agents want. I don't think your typical agent, push comes to shove, wants to be doing the same thing as all their peers and having to out-tech them or out-fight them for a deal. Every moment that you spend not innovating for the public, the harder you are making your job. And when you are focusing on your agents making more and more and more money then the easiest way to focus on your agents making more money is to make the public want to do business with you. You know, the number one reason why agents move is to make more money. That's why Compass's splits are probably so good, is that's how they're luring agents in. But if my agents thought that they would make more money somewhere else, they would leave. You know, they are making more money by charging less money, getting more listings, generating more buyers, and doing more deals. That's how they're making more money. And for Compass, they're luring agents with more technology and better splits. That's one way to do it, but it's very expensive. There are other local companies in my home office market that are now offering signing bonuses to agents and other lucrative incentives and all this crazy stuff. The only problem is they're offering all these deals to the agents. They're never thinking, what kind of deal could I offer to the public? So let me say that again. We're offering, not us, but there's other local companies offering signing bonuses and, you know, all these other things to pull in these agents, lower and lower splits and more technology and more training and more signing bonuses and all this other stuff to pull in the agent. But what about the public? The public is who brings you deals. You know, none of that innovation, none of the Black Friday specials are aimed for the public. How is this possible? Okay, agents tell me all the time, that 1% lists in companies like mine are in a race to the bottom because we charge less money. But couldn't the same be said about brokerages that are offering agents more and more training, more tech, more tools, better splits, signing bonuses, all this stuff? Aren't they in a race to the bottom too? You know, are they not also in a race to the bottom by basically gutting themselves to bring in more agents? How am I in a race to the bottom by charging the public less? I don't feel that. Maybe I'm weird. I'm all for offering a fantastic product to the public so they actually want to use my agents and my agents can stay busy doing deals rather than trying to find them and making a higher money in volume. You know, my agents are not making that much less than their peers. You know, maybe about 33% less per deal than their peers. But I have agents that do, you know, 300, 400, 500% more deals as soon as they join, and they do it more easily, which is the point. And I think agents innovating for the public and brokerages innovating for the public and letting them keep their equity and still do a fantastic job, I think that should be the future of real estate. Not innovating for the agent and still retaining the higher fees. I don't think that is true innovation. I think true innovation that doesn't focus on the person bringing you money, which is the public, I don't think that can be the future. I don't think that's true innovation. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe my head's just in a weird spot, but that's my take. Once again, I think Compass's heart is in the right place. I'm sure their heads are in the right place. They're innovating for their agents. We're just innovating for the public, and we're choosing a much different route. Time may tell who's right and who's wrong. I know Compass is going to do fantastic. I know Jason kills it. I mean, dude's on TV. I mean, he's doing just fine. Everybody in here is doing just fine, and we're just the little fish, okay? But that's my 2 cents, and I'm happy to continue to innovate for the public. Have a good day.